Hello, Bill Molyneux here for Bill's War Game World and History World, and you are about to watch Commonwealth Motor Sports video. I'm asking that you consider watching the whole thing because this is one of those incredible sites that I stumbled upon, and you're going to see cannons, motorcycles, antique cars, muskets, rifles, machine guns, tanks and fire trucks, sports cars. This is an incredible sight. Be prepared to have your eyes bobble out of your head. And I have to say thank you to Tommy, who allowed me to make this video, and I'm hoping they invite me back for another video soon. Hello, Bill Molyneux here, and I'm in Gloucester Point, Virginia at the CMS Commonwealth Motorsports Classic Cars with none other than Goober the Traveling Bear. We're going to post this video on both channels because we have stumbled upon a site that repairs military equipment, including cannons and tanks. That's right, and Goober the Traveling Bear may even have an opportunity to drive around in a real tank. So let's follow Goober into this incredible shop, Commonwealth Motorsports, and there's their signage, and they've been kind enough to allow me to video. Well, we're going to start off small, and when I mean small, so this site has some small naval guns. I'm going to see how much these little buggers cost, or if they're even for sale. So we have one naval gun and carriage. Here we have a large carriage. Very neat. We have another naval gun. And then we have a very large gun. And I can't go into detail. I'll probably come back to this wonderful site because there's so much to see here. We're just going to scratch the surface today. And Route 17 is right out there. Heading to the left, going down that way, is Yorktown Battlefield, not more than 5 miles. And Scoot's Barbecue, Goober's favorite restaurant. Okay, someone help me out here. Jack Brendel, David Markle. I don't know, is this a pack 40? Is this a Czechoslovakian or Russian artillery piece? Pretty cool. I don't know. I'm sure one of you guys know. We'll take a look at the other side. We'll pause the video here. Wow, look at that. It still has your rangefinder stuff on it. So I wonder if they have any artillery shells. I can see Goober causing trouble now. Hey, you gotta laugh. Life is short. Well, I've been told there's a lot of stuff to see here. They have a lot of classic cars, by the way. We're going to go and check out the tank and the recovery vehicle. All right, this tank is operational, and our next visit, we're going to see if we can get Goober in an actual ride in this. Right now, the battery is dead, and they're getting it charged up, but I've been told we can come back. So we have a recovery vehicle here, and I know of Nell, the historian from the Maryland Veterans Museum. He would be telling me all kinds of useful information about this vehicle. So it's definitely a recovery vehicle. Very cool. I do not know the year. I bet Nell or Jack Brenda would know. Really neat. And this is really cool. There's more gun carriages in the back. Oh, by the way, there are classic cars everywhere in Jeeps and all kinds of stuff. Just a wonderful treasure trove of cool things. All right, let's take a look at this truck from the other side. All right, well, here we are. And there's the winch. I guess you could pull a tank out of that was having some issues. Oh my gosh, speaking of tanks, here it is. This was in Mars Attacks and Super 8. And I'm not sure. I think he mentioned another movie, but Goober can't remember. And Goober is wearing his new Goober the Traveling Bear shirt made by Wendy Harlow. Now, I did not get permission to climb around on the tank for now. But this is cool. It runs, and I was told maybe on our next visit we will see it drive around a bit. Right now they are working on the battery to get her up and running. All right, now I was told there's more to see, so don't go away. We're going to go into the showroom where they have cannons and such, and classic cars. Goober wants to know if Jack still has his tank license. Jack Rendell in the Gettysburg area Gamers had a license that he was legally allowed to drive tanks because he worked on them when he, after he got out of the Vietnam War, he worked at a tank factory. I don't know, Goober, if he has his license or if he had to surrender it. Let's get inside the showroom and stop goofing off. Now, I must say they're exceptionally nice here to allow Goober and I to make a video. So I really need to say thank you again to the owners here. And they have classic cars. Incredible. Okay, this is one of these Goober stops where he just, we had no idea. Amazing. Look at this one. Now, I do not know my classic cars at all. So, other than watching the Waltons, I have no knowledge. Very neat. And then and what's cool is they actually have some flintlocks in here. And that's a wall gun there. Holy cow. They have a wall gun for sale. I'm going to pause the camera. Well, in this showroom, besides having all kinds of car stuff, they have a lot of muskets, flintlocks, wall guns. There's a blunderbuss there. And look at that. A Colt revolving rifle. How neat is that? You do not see Colt revolving rifles very often. They had a tendency to misfire. We got some sabers. All right. Wow, this is such a treat to be allowed to in the showroom. Now we have here we have a limber. How neat is that? We have a limber with an artillery gun, 1861. Very nifty. And John Potter. It definitely was a Union gun because let it demonstrate. How neat is that? So when you're traveling with Goober the Traveling Bear, you never know what you may see. Wow. How often do you see motorcycles with cannons? Walt Leach, I know you have Pete's Cycles in Maryland, but how often did you have a gun, a cannon in your showroom? This is incredible. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at the stuff in here. All right, let's start off small and work big. And again, I have to say thank you to the staff here for allowing this video. So right off the bat, we have a neat, very neat sailing ship. We have a small grasshopper mortar. Now, this little gun reminds me of the one from the movie Major Dundee. And Lieutenant Graham, who transferred from the artillery to in that movie in Major Dundee, and he said Napoleon preferred artillery and thunderbolts and all of that. They have some kind of small howitzer. These are all wooden carriages so far also. They are not reproduction carriages. We have a Navy Jeep in the background. Now, I think this is a 6-pounder howitzer. I wish I had Park Ranger Robert Ambrose here, because he would be able to help me with all this. And we're going to swing around. I think this is a 10-pounder Parrot. And we're going to pause the camera here. Well, first of all, I'll swing here, and then we'll get the breeches of these guns. And I guess we needed... All right, who needs a Gatling gun? So I gather some of this is going to be auctioned off. So, beautiful Gatling gun. It's gorgeous. All right. And I'm sorry if my video seems a little off. I'm just amazed at everything that's here. Okay, we're swinging around. This has got one heavy-duty carriage. Let's see here. U.S. I don't know. All it says is cannon. I'm not sure if this is Civil War era or not, but the barrel is definitely some type of a howitzer. Look at those wheels. They seem like they could be later than Civil War. If any of you know, leave comments. And then I don't know what the heck these things are. So this is where I need many of you historians that know a lot more than me. They got really interesting wrought iron wheels and an interesting traverse system. And you'll notice that they have this wheelie. This is incredible. All right, and yeah, this looks like a 10-pounder Parrot. And just phenomenal. Goober the Traveling Bear and I are very fortunate when we run into these type of museums. Now, we've been told we can come down into the shop where they repair a lot of this wonderful historic cars and cannons and vehicles. So we're going to do that next. I decided to do one more sweep of the guns. And maybe one of you can tell me what the heck those things are. We have our Gatling gun, our 10-pounder. I think that's a 6-pounder Civil War piece. Some kind of little howitzer, our Navy Jeep. Our Lieutenant Graham gun from Major Dundee. And oh my gosh, Goober the Traveling Bear is learning how to fire the grasshopper. All right, let's head downstairs. There's a lot more to see, and I hope that you'll stay with me. And don't forget, everything here I make on this YouTube channel goes to a historic site or veterans group. Well, before I go down to the next level, I just thought I'd let you know. It's like walking into a museum here. Just incredible. So my brother, he's really into cars, so I'm sure he'd love to see all of these classic cars here. This is like a museum of cars and cannons. Well, as we walk along and check things out, this is sort of looks like a John Boy Walton car in a way with the rumble seat. By the way, for those of you younger people, I only heard stories of rumble seats. My father's born in 1907, I think it is. But he said riding in the rumble seat, you really got your back thrown around. Now we have more military stuff over here. We'll pause the camera. Oh my gosh, a Lewis gun. Do you know how cool Lewis guns are? I had several made in 54 millimeter, and we got Goober man in the Lewis gun, and he says, send me off to Fort Zudenoff. The Lewis gun is an interesting weapon. It has this pan that holds the ammunition. That big tube helps cool the barrel. Sometimes that tube was removed. Man, this place is incredible. They have a recoilless rifle. This is a cannon similar to a bazooka, more powerful, however, and used a lot in the Korean War. And really neat, they have one. I can't believe they have a rangefinder here. They have a 30 caliber Browning machine gun, belt fed. We're going to have to get a picture of Goober with that. Torpedo in the background. So here we have another 30 caliber. And then the stunning BAR, Browning Automatic Rifle. Now the Browning Automatic Rifle was also produced by IBM, International Business Machines, and my father made a lot of those when he worked for IBM. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Wow. This museum, it's not really a museum, it's a repair facility. But let's stop our camera here. And don't forget, Goober says, please subscribe and watch these videos because they help veterans and use other history sites and museums. All right, along this side we have a trailer. I believe I watched a video that the original makers of the Willys Jeep did not get the contract to build the Jeep. They got the contract to build the trailers. Someone out there can verify that. I don't want to say it's incorrect information, but I believe that's what I remember. Here we have some artillery shells on a huge recoilless rifle of some type. Looks like a Russian or maybe Italian helmet. And oh my gosh, it's a 50 caliber Browning machine gun. Now to give you an idea, look how big that 50 caliber is. It is huge. And to see one up close like this is quite the treat. Amazing. And just incredible. Now we'll turn our direction over here to our Jeep. And I'm hoping to come back for another tour. Well, just when you think you're starting to run out of things to see here, look at that. Those are, I said, twin 50s in a, I guess that is on a trailer. And we're going to try to get a different angle of that. We can't get over to it on the one side because we have another artillery piece sitting here. And then Jack Brendel, you got your work cut out for you. I have no idea what this thing is. Maybe Polish, Czechoslovakian. Hard to tell. And then in the back, it looks like there's Army surplus stuff for sale, and a lot of it. Now we're going to try to get a closer view of this 50 caliber machine gun system. Follow me. All right, and yes, they have some really cool ammunition pouches and other things here. So here's another view of that cannon I could not get up to. So whoever has an idea what that is, I don't know. Here's our twin 50s. And are they cool or are they cool? So, you know, when you travel with Goober the Traveling Bear, you never know what you'll stumble upon. And cars, motorcycles, cannons, tanks. This site is incredible, a wonderful museum and shop. And we're going to be going to the shop soon. All right, let's head down the stairs and check out another display case wall. All right, so in this display room, we even have a Mauser broom-handled machine pistol. Look at that. How cool is that? I mean, I could spend all day in here. They have flintlocks, trapdoor Springfields. We even saw a wall gun earlier. This is an incredible location. So we're going to go down below now and check out some stuff in the garage. And once again, I'm very grateful for this opportunity to make this video. And I hope with you watching it, we will generate some money to help my next historic site. What do you think of this, everyone? Quite amazing. Let's go check out the fire truck. Well, Tommy was nice enough to back the fire truck out. Now, he could start it and run all the lights and engine noise, but then you wouldn't hear my my goobers in the way. All right, laugh. Life is short. This has been an incredible experience. We're going to check out this fire truck. Now, Tommy explained to me it was once in Maryland, and then it ended up in Pennsylvania. Kittatin, where there's a great French-Indian War battle there, as we all know if you're a French-Indian War historian. And for Derek in our Wargaming Club, who was a firefighter for Baltimore City for, I think, 30 years, I bet this brings back some memories. And really neat. I'll have to ask Tommy the year of this. And just amazing that we got this cool fire truck, and it was loud when he had that engine running, as you probably heard when he backed it out for us to get this video look. So we'll back up a little bit. Now we're going to hit the garage where they're repairing vehicles and tanks and such, and equipment. But this has been such a treat to see this. And I believe they said they use this in parades and all. And don't forget, you might see this somewhere and say, I saw that in a Bills video. All right, let's go inside and check out the garage. Well, here we are in the garage. And as you can see, there's a lot of projects going on. And there's I'm going to say a late 80s Mustang. Of course, you all know that cars are not my forte. My brother David knows a lot about cars. Here we have a Camaro Super Sport. Goober has one and there's a remote control. And we have a very cool sedan. Here we have another Camaro being worked on. And I believe that's a Pontiac. I have to get on the side and see. And I believe this is a Pontiac Firebird. T-roof. Smokey and the Bandit, a little later than Smokey and the Bandit, but sort of the same, a little bit the same, not quite the same, probably 5 years difference in age, maybe 10. All right. And oh my gosh, this is where normally I say Goober, the traveling bear, but instead, look at that. Another tube. This site is incredible, and here's another gun carriage sitting over here. Just wonderful, wonderful stuff, and a privilege to be allowed to make a video here, and I'm hoping to come back for more in the future. All right, well, we're closing out this video. There's the fire truck. There's Goober. Gotta say thank you again to Tommy. I can't wait to come back to make another video. This shop was incredible, the showroom, everything, and to see them working on things, hands-on, fixing cars, tanks, and whatever else. Anyhow, please stay safe, be kind, and be courteous, and thank you for watching and supporting my channels.